What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, and we are continuing the rebuild series, going through rebuilding all the bad teams in the NBA2k22 this year. So we've already done the Trailblazers and the Kings. Those were on 2k21, but it was with the current rosters. And the Thunder last video. So this episode, we're going to go with another young aspiring team, and that is the Detroit Pistons, who actually have the lowest overall team in the game. Obviously, Jeremy Grant, good player, not a superstar though. Cade Cunningham, the #1 overall pick. Saddiq Bey. They got a lot of young pieces, and it's going to be interesting to see how they can all develop. And I hope that a lot of them will be able to be on this team in the future seasons. We'll go ahead and go on to the roster. And my main idea for this first season is just to get Kelly Olynyk out of here, and any other bad contracts, which they really don't have too many. They have a lot of one-year deals. So yeah, we'll see what we can get for Kelly Olynyk, and then I'll talk to you guys right after. Alright, so here we are. The trades were a little meh for Kelly Olynyk and Killian Hayes. But I found this trade that interests me a little bit. We got Mo Bamba, who has some good potential still. He hasn't lived up to it yet. But I do think he can kind of become a better player. And maybe he needs a change of scenery. That $22 million team option isn't going to be accepted, so don't worry about that. Then we got Terrence Ross, who's just a solid bench player. Yes, Killian Hayes does have a bright future. But I feel like with Cade Cunningham and Saben Lee, our point guard position's pretty locked up, so I like this trade. Doesn't make us great or anything, and honestly, yeah, I like Isaiah Stewart being able to come in and start, and anybody else coming in that I really care about, no. I think we'll keep this, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Nothing crazy is going to happen this first year, so like I said, I'll see you guys there when we get to... Alright, end of season 1 here. As always, the awards are pretty much the same every year. Scotty Barnes dominates, Giannis dominates, Andre Drummond, Giannis, Wendell Carter. So those don't change too much. These tend to have some surprising players in it, like Westbrook All-NBA second team is pretty surprising for this year, this state of his career. But other than that, it's not looking like anything too crazy happened. Cade Cunningham does hit all first team. We'll look at statistics in a little bit. Obviously, we didn't make the playoffs, so we're just going to sim on through there. The Jazz and the Bulls. Donovan Mitchell gets his first Finals MVP. So let's go over here. Let's look at season stats for our players. Jeremy Grant had 20. Cade had 17 and 4.5 and 5. So not too bad for him. Especially for a rookie year, I like that from Cade Cunningham. Let's see, Terrence Ross came in and averaged 13. That's all we needed him to do was play on the offensive side of the ball and give us some good minutes on defense. Saddiq Bey had 12. Hamidou Diallo had 11. Josh Jackson had 10. Isaiah Stewart, 10 and 10. That's great. I want to re-sign him, and he's hopefully our long-term starting center. Or at least backup if we can get a good player. Hall of Fame inductees doesn't matter. None of this really matters. League meetings. Let's make sure we reject all of this. Keep it all the same. Draft lottery. Now this is important. Usually I trade away my draft picks, but we don't even have our draft pick. I did not even realize that. Oh no. Yeah, we keep it though. Okay, we keep it. I think we got theirs. So we have the 5th overall pick, which is very unfortunate considering how bad we were. Staff don't really care about in this game mode while I'm doing rebuilds. So let's go ahead and take a look at who is technically left on this team right now. Jeremy Grant, Cade Cunningham, Isaiah Stewart we will re-sign, Terrence Ross, Saben Lee, and Isaiah Livers. So we really don't have anybody on this roster right now. And let's look at the draft. prospect scouting. Number 1 overall pick is a shooting guard, small forward, power forward. Interesting. He's got a B-. So the scouting report: Jimmy Butler, Lance Stevenson. Okay, that's interesting. 6'8" power forward from Duke, Darnell Schultz. Not a great overall though. Let's see. Yeah, this draft really is not a good draft to be lower than the top 2. Like, this small forward guy is decent, a 77. But here's the thing I'm going to do. Let's look and see what can happen if we just throw in these 2 guys right here. Who has the first overall pick? Magic. Let's go talk to the Magic. I'd be willing to send Terrence Ross back there. If you guys can just give me the number 1 overall pick. I'm just kidding. Let's see. I kind of wanted to keep Terrence Ross. Let's see here. See if they want this. And a second. No. Let's see if they'll take the Terrence Ross trade. If not, I'm not really willing to give up too much else for this pick. Yeah, no. Let's just simulate to our pick. We'll probably trade it. We may use it. Pistons are on the clock. I want to let me pick. Okay, choose prospect. Yeah, we got a 77 overall starter. He doesn't look like he has much potential at all. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's see what we can just get in return for this 5th overall pick. I'd prefer a young player on a smaller contract. Dylan Brooks will be expiring next year, and we probably won't have the money to hold him down. Pascal Siakam would be interesting, but he's not really the player he used to be. We don't need another point guard. Do we just end up using this pick? I guess we have to end up using this pick on Max Reed, a small forward. And let's go ahead and we'll just sim to the end. We don't have any other picks. That's kind of unfortunate. He ends up being a 78, so he's the 2nd highest in the draft. So that's a win for us. Rookie signing, let's sign Max Reed up. All right, now team options. Isaiah Stewart, obviously, we're accepting that. Sadiq Bey, we're accepting. Hamidou Diallo, we're not. We're going to accept. Mohamed Bamba, we're declining because somehow he has a $22 million option. Corey Joseph had a player option. We don't want Trey Lyles, and we'll be fine without Frank Jackson. So, yeah, let's go ahead and accept those. James Harden does decline. So the top 3 free agents do decline their options. And I have one of these 3 that I'm actually eyeing that could possibly be a realistic player for Detroit to go after. So let's see here. Out of these 3, there's really not many options that come off as Detroit-esque players. But I do think that Bradley Beal would fit the mold because he has played in Washington. It's not the biggest market in the NBA. It's not the best place to play in the NBA. And I think that he could make a big contribution and help us to go kind of get over that hump that we haven't been able to get over. So what we're going to do, we're going to let go of all of these guys. We don't want any money on the books. We have a lot of money. Not enough, though. Player. And we do not have enough cap room to sign Bradley Beal. Interesting. Okay, so let's see what we can do there. Let's see what our trade options are. Terrence Ross has got to go with that $11 million contract. And we'll take it for some assets. Yeah, that should have saved or opened some space for us to go ahead and pull off a deal for Bradley Beal. We'll give him a player option, see if he accepts it, and he does. Bradley Beal, welcome to the team. That's day 3, and that still leaves us with about $10 million in salary cap. And a starting lineup of Cade, Cunningham, Bradley Beal, Sadiq Bey / Max Reed, one or the other, Jeremy Grant, and Isaiah Stewart. So, interesting lineup there. Obviously, it's not a complete team at all yet. We really need to focus on, we need a backup shooting guard, backup power forward, and a backup center. These guys we're not going to sign. These are the G League players, so they're kind of glitched. Let's see, a cheap option. Josh Richardson would be interesting. It's a little more expensive than I'm willing to go. We could just bring Josh Jackson back, but he's actually wanting more than Josh Richardson wanted, so that's interesting. Maxi Kleber is there. I think we bring in a guy like Maxi Kleber on a team option. Let's offer that to him. We'll offer this contract. Let's see how far low we can go. Can we get it to $5 million? 5.75. And both of them, Maxi Kleber does accept the deal eventually. So that gives us, we need a center and a shooting guard, and of course an update is required. I'll get to that in a second. Is Mo Bamba still here? Or did he get signed somewhere? Yeah, Muhammad Bamba should be here still. He must want a lot of money. Let's see here. Where's he at? He should be here somewhere. It's alright, we don't need him. Bruno Caboclo is apparently a center now. That's interesting. Don Maker's still down here. Chris Silva, Ed Davis. I forgot he existed. He was a good player for a long time there. But no, we'll just offer. Who's a guy that can rebound and get blocks? That's all we really need. Yeah, Hassan Whiteside to a 1-and-1. We'll bring KCP back to Detroit on a 1-year deal. And that should round out the team well enough. Yeah, I think we're a better team this year for sure. And let me go ahead. Let's get through the rest of this offseason, then I'll get that update thing off the screen. Player progression should be big. Cade Cunningham goes up 6. That's huge for us. Sadiq Bey up 3. Isaiah Stewart up 3. And Saban Lee up 3. Did anybody regress? Hassan Whiteside. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope got better. And Isaiah Livers got slightly better. So I call that a successful season. Or off season. I'll see you guys at the trade deadline if anything happens. And yeah. Alright, at the trade deadline, we are the 8th seed, so we would currently be in the play-in tournament, which is not a good place to be. And we are struggling a little bit, obviously. Sadiq Bey is unhappy for whatever reason. He said he's ready to move on from Detroit. So I can understand that, and we're going to trade him. I wanted to keep him around. But I feel like Max Reed is kind of able to do what he does about the same. So, yeah, let's see what we can get for Sadiq Bey. And is it anything special? Muhammad Bamba left us wanting $20 million and went and got signed to Boston, getting $1.67 million. That's a little sad for you, Mr. Bamba. Let's see if we can go ahead and toss in these picks we got and maybe up the value a little bit of Mr. Bay. Nothing crazy. Keldon Johnson would be interesting. Kevin Porter Jr. But I mean, he's a point guard. He's considered a point guard in this game. TJ Warren would be interesting. I don't know though. Let's see. What could we get for Jeremy Grant? He's played well, and honestly, I kind of feel bad for trading him. But let's go over here. Let's go. Does he go up as a small forward? Does anybody go up? Okay. Interesting. Cade Cunningham is staying, though, so that doesn't really matter. Jeremy Grant, I kind of do want to trade. No, I don't want to protect it. Let's see here. What could we bring in for Jeremy Grant? Realistically, nothing interesting at all. And I don't want to lose him for nothing, and I do think he's going to walk at the end of this season. So, Mikal Bridges, maybe. That's an interesting one. That gives us Mikal Bridges and PJ Washington. I kind of like that trade. Whether it makes sense or not. What is Mikal Bridges' tendency, though? What's he averaging this year? 9. Jeremy Grant's averaging 18, though. Yeah, he doesn't have good tendencies. Jeremy Grant has great tendencies. Yeah, that's not a good trade for us right there. But this looks like an interesting trade. Karis LeVert averaging 20 points this year. I can't find a great trade. Like Sadiq Bey, obviously, if he wants to go, we need to trade him. So we're going to find a small forward to get back for him. TJ Warren is up there. He's only averaging 12, though. His tendency might be low, yeah. Can Tyler Hero play small forward, I was about to say? No. Any interesting small forwards? Keldon Johnson is interesting. What is he averaging this year? 14.5. I'm thinking maybe we trade for Tyler Hero and put him at shooting guard and bring Bradley Beal over as the small forward. We'll be bringing back Trey Lyles. I like this trade. Let's see if that works out for us. Go ahead and so now we got Cade Cunningham, Tyler Hero, Bradley Beal, Jeremy Grant. Hassan Whiteside is not starting over Isaiah Stewart. And yeah, this team looks still good. I hope they can make the playoffs. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Alright, end of season 2. Luka Doncic averaging 36 as he always does, at least in 2K. Rookie of the Year is Dusty Landry. Jonas Valanciunas kind of has a rebirth. Camera's messing up a little bit. There we go. Defensive Player of the Year is Giannis. Jonathan Kuminga. And I believe is that the Warriors? Or Steve Kerr might have retired. I'm not sure who that is. Interesting. Okay. Any of our players making any of this? No. Yeah, so we made the 8th seed. That's all that matters to us. We have to win 2 games to make it in, I believe. And we lose the first one. Of course we do. Oh, we gotta play the Atlanta Hawks. Ay, ay, ay. Come on, guys. Just by that. Box score, Tyler Hero, 33 points in an elimination game on amazing shooting. That's why I traded for him. Bradley Beal, 24. Cade Cunningham, 17. The rookie Max Reed had 12. That's amazing. That turned out to be a great trade for us. Now we just have to play the LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets, who have crazy eyes somehow now. We're not winning this. I can already tell you that. 2K is in love with LaMelo Ball, and we possibly are going to get swept. Yes, that's exactly what happened. So we got one more year to win a finals with this team. I think we're definitely going in the right direction. I think this next season can easily be our year. I wanted to simulate the round there. Let's see, player retirements. Do we even have a first round pick this year? I mean, obviously it's not going to be. Yeah, we don't have our pick. Staff signing I don't care about. Let's go down. We may have had a second this year, so let's see if he's any good. No, we didn't. Yeah, let's see. We're accepting Cade Cunningham's 2-year team option. Isaiah Stewart. Yeah, we'll keep these guys on for now. Anybody interesting? Not really. Qualifying offers extended to Tyler Hero. Jeremy Grant should be in here somewhere. Yeah. We'll offer that to him. We can't really offer anything else. Yeah, Jeremy Grant's going to agree to that. I don't want to renounce the rights to Tyler Hero, though. Dang it, did it just... Yeah, we're going to match that. So we should have been able... Yeah, we kept our core players around. Yeah, so we're good for that. Now let's just see if we are able to pick up any interesting players. Dario Saric would be interesting. Jay Crowder, how the mighty have fallen. Let's bring in a better backup shooting guard. Seth Curry will do. And I think we're ready. I'm going to see you guys at the end of this, or at the trade deadline. If we need any trades to be done to win this finals. Cade Cunningham is now a 90. Everybody's going up. Jeremy Grant goes down a little bit. Might be the time to trade him. And Hassan Whiteside and Seth Curry go down. So let's see. I'll see you guys at the trade deadline. At the trade deadline, we are... Lay down. Stop. Come here. Go, get out then. Come on. Literally, as soon as I start talking, go. At the trade deadline, we are now the 3rd seed in the conference. Only teams higher than us are the Hawks and the Cavaliers, so that's interesting to see what they've done to their teams. Statistics-wise, Cade Cunningham, big leap up, 24 points. Bradley Beal, 22. Tyler Hero, 18. That was a good trade for us. Jeremy Grant 15, Max Reed 15. He's a great young player for us so far. Saban Lee 9, Isaiah Stewart 9 and 10.2. That's all we need from him. Seth Curry's shot 1 free throw all year, so he's shooting 1%. That's interesting. Or no, that's field goal percentage. He's only shot 1 shot all year. Oh, per game. Okay. How's he average 7 points then? That doesn't make any sense. Maxi Cleaver's only getting 1.8. Everybody else isn't really playing at all. I don't even know how these guys got on the team. I think we're ready to go to the playoffs. Not much more we can do to trade. Maybe we can flip Hassan Whiteside and a couple of picks into a quality backup center. That would be the best case scenario. Nothing crazy there. We could get Bol. I don't think the Nuggets would be willing to give him up. The Raptors, that'd be stupid for them. Yeah, nothing crazy going on right there. Anything interesting? Jalen Johnson, no. Yeah, there's not really any good trades going on here for Hassan Whiteside. So what if we try to pair Hassan Whiteside and a young guy like Isaiah Livers and the first round pick? Maybe it's a little better there. It doesn't really look like it. It actually kind of got worse. I don't know how that works, but yeah, we're just going to stick with this team. I'll see you guys in the playoffs because I think we got a shot this year. End of season 3. Luka again, MVP. Probably should have been Cade Cunningham. Wade Garrett, Rookie of the Year. Marvin Bagley. And Kira Lewis Jr. Most Improved. Willie Green again wins Coach of the Year. I'm still not sure what team he is on. Any of our players up here, nobody. Yeah, we don't have anybody on any of those. But we did finish with the 3rd seed, and we have to play Philadelphia, unfortunately. Let's see if they have got their core still. Ben Simmons, bad shooting guard, bad small forward, Tobias Harris, and Joel Embiid all still there. We do have a better overall team, but would not surprise me if the 76ers upset us. And yeah, it looks like that's what they're going for. I really hope we don't do all this just to end up losing in the first round. And yeah, we're setting it down. We want our best guys playing the best minutes. System proficiency, is there anything we're better at? Balanced we're better at. Yeah, let's go ahead and set the balance. I know that's not his style, but 3-1. And we are unable to get the Detroit Pistons a NBA championship due to the 76ers. They better go on and win the finals because I don't want to lose to a team that gets knocked out in the 2nd round, and we did. Cavaliers make it all the way. I'm not trying to see that. And Darius Garland, Finals MVP. That's interesting. So we are now 2-2 on our rebuild series. The Thunder we won. The Trailblazers we won in actually 1 year for them. And the Kings we could not get it done. And the Detroit Pistons now we couldn't get it done. So yeah, let me know who you guys want to see next on this rebuild series. I'm enjoying these. I probably won't do any teams that are decent or good. I might do the mid-tier teams, like maybe like the what would a team be like, Boston or Toronto or something like that. But I don't plan to do like a Milwaukee or Brooklyn or anything. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below what team you want to see next, any other video ideas that you guys would like to see. Follow my social media. The links are always in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and adios.